But your organization, Pan-Afrikan Liberation Organization? Movement. I'm very excited about it, and I'm very proud. And I want to thank you for what you're doing, and that you've been doing it consistently, I believe, since 2007. You know, I have some young people around who even came up and we say the movement. And they feel that we are irrelevant.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And they say that. And they don't read.
Right.
A lot of them, they even knew Nana Clark, but do not read his work. Amos, same thing. All of them, you know, because they consider that irrelevant.
Men and women need to be about the business of being in the spirit of their activeness and not just in the context of love.
Yeah.
Because the child has to be created first here before it's created here. And so you've got to lay the foundation for Africanity and institutional building in utero. In utero. And because you don't know it, you can't teach it. And so not only are we talking about rites of passage for young people, we got to have rites of passage for adults and old people. Because some of you people are just dirty old men and women. Y'all ain't about no consciousness. You know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Because the reality of it is that you can't teach nothing but how to be something other than who you are.
But we need to seek and find and understand and study more about our authentic, natural African way of being. Once we do that, then we can begin to incorporate that into our everyday lives and feel the energy of becoming ourselves again. Because not too long ago, I gave a workshop for young women about sisterhood. Okay, and so there was a room full of young women, and I asked them, how many of you have a best girlfriend that you would call your sister? And maybe one or two people raised their hands out of a room of at least 35 women. And there's so much going on psychologically, I guess, in Western society that teaches us to distance ourselves from each other. If we live the African way of life, African culture, our lives would be so very different. Shared responsibilities is such a big part of African culture. So everything in the society is what I call, and what a lot of us call, upside down. We are walking upside down in their culture. So what we need to do is turn the world right side up and walk and think and learn what it is really. Learn what African culture really is. It will change our lives completely. Amen.
You know, I don't talk about sovereignty in general, I talk about African sovereignty. So the issue of what kind of mind that is extremely important. And I think that part of it is, obviously, if we look at traditional African civilization. And because the culture, as we said before, is a petri dish, which is to produce a particular, that's what Baba Asa is talking about when he's talking about socialization. A person that knows, that has a role in the perpetuation and the advancement of that culture. Okay, that's clearly what we need. The Ma'afa is the engineering of the African person who gives up the culture, who is able to be controlled, okay, and not understand what that means. So what Bobby Wright talked about in terms of menticide, right? Our role now, it seems to me, I'm not a psychologist, but I'm always, that's why I'm kind of pulled in that direction, because I see that as spirit, and I'm a spirit person, is to do the reverse engineering. We need to understand what it was that they did to take us out of ourselves, so that then we can neutralize that. And then clearly, if we study classical, traditional African civilization, there is genius there in terms of the way in which African human psychology was understood. So the forms of the culture, the institutions that you would use in order to bring out the best in African people. We study that, and then our thing is to reconstruct it.
Thank you so much.